Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Top Takeoff Podcast, episode 14. Coach Aguilar right here,
One
faced by
four.
Jose. Quick mental check-in, man. How we doing? How we feeling? Let us
I'm,
know. Let us know. Let the audience know.
I'm feeling good, man. I feel great. I just want to stretch real quick, but yeah, no, I'm feeling great, man. Definitely, always happy to be here and always excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thankfully, everything's been good with me, man. What about
That's good.
yourself?
Um, I am a little fatigued. I'll be
Fatigue.
honest with you.
Yeah,
Definitely the coaching part has definitely been a big I don't want to say burnout, but it feels
yeah,
like a little burnout, man. It's been wear and tear for me, especially this past weekend, man. Being at the fields all day. I don't know if you can tell, audience, but I got a little burnt over the weekend with the sun
oh snap.
hitting for sure. But no,
Yeah,
I mean we're good. We're hanging in there. We're at the last the end of the spring season,
yeah.
but we're doing good, man. Definitely, proud of the boys how they played this weekend. But now we're good. As mentally, we'll be fine. We'll be good
There you go.
for
Yeah,
sure, man.
there you go. Just
Yeah, absolutely. What else, man? What you been up to this weekend, man?
um, well, we had a graduation party and
Mm-hmm. They're still going on, huh?
yeah, it's still going on,
Yeah.
man. Graduation, high school, and college. Some of my cousins graduated from college and high school.
Gotcha,
So yeah,
gotcha.
we had one. That was
Gotcha.
pretty much it.
Mm.
Just chilled. Watched a little bit of the UFC fights here and there.
UFC fights and
Yeah,
maybe the NBA finals
a little bit of
hit
the NBA
too, and
finals and a little bit of the World Cup
yeah,
too.
we can't forget about the World Cup, man. I
Yeah,
think that's been the biggest thing going on in the world, man. So
yeah,
let's dive right into that, man.
yeah.
Quick comments. Any what's your first take, first thoughts about what you're seeing with the World Cup in the first round of group play?
Well, definitely. Mexico did its thing. The first game, the first kickoff game, 2-0. Against South Africa. So they did good. I know they could have scored more goals, but I'll accept it 2-0. I mean, that's what
Mm,
they did.
what grade would you give them?
B minus.
B
Yeah,
minus.
B minus.
Want to
Yeah, I
elaborate
felt
on that?
B minus. I felt like there just could have been more execution as far as pushing up and definitely trying to be more aggressive and also defensively, there were some openings that I was like, you know what, they shouldn't have been doing that. And not to mention, there was a play towards the end where
The
the
defender.
defender he fouled them and got a red card. There
Yeah,
was not necessary. Like we were already up. You should have just let him pass you and scored. If that would have,
yeah.
if anything would have, executed to be a goal, they should have just let it play.
I felt the same way. And I sometimes wonder, like, don't get me wrong, like, hats off to all the World Cup teams,
Yeah,
participating. But South Africa, I wouldn't say it's a big threat when it comes to the soccer world.
yeah,
So I sometimes wonder if you're playing one of the bigger, teams, like the Argentina or even like a Colombia, Brazil,
yeah.
Portugal. I mean, what would be the result for you to make that type of foul in the penalty box? And would they be making the same mistake that South Africa did for the first goal? So I
Mm,
don't think Mexico would be winning that game.
yeah,
To be honest, I don't think they played bad.
yeah,
But once again, I do agree. I think they could have had more, goal opportunities that they could have created. And
yeah,
I think going into the next round against South Korea, I would say South Korea looks much more poised, more competitive. It's going to be a more competitive game. So,
yeah,
so yeah, man.
yeah. South
The,
Korea beat Czech Republic 2-1.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So yeah,
Oh yeah, they so they're
South.
tied for first in the group with Mexico.
Mhm.
Thoughts on that game for round two for Mexico,
I
Korea,
think
South Korea, and
I
Mexico.
think Mexico comes on top, maybe 2-1 or
2
1-0.
1,
Yeah,
1-0. Oof. Man,
yeah,
I've been going back and forth about it too. I've sometimes wondered, you know, is that going to hurt Mexico? The defender getting red carded at the end of the game,
yeah,
and we can't have a mistake with South Korea because they did, play very well against the Czech Republic.
yeah,
So I think Mexico does pull away with the late goal to win 2-1 as well.
yeah,
I do believe Mexico wins that game, and I wouldn't say solidifies the first place in the group, but I think that's a big win
yeah,
versus South
South
Korea, because
Korea.
that's the other one that won their opening game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And go ahead.
Nah, I'm just thinking. Go ahead. Yeah.
Any other thoughts about any other games that we've been watching throughout the World Cup, man? I know we still have I think a few more games left for the first round of a group stage.
Yeah.
France plays later on today,
And
and
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah.
And we got Portugal playing tomorrow,
Yeah.
and
Portugal and
and
England.
England and Croatia is gonna be a big game,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough one, man. Croatia, the past two World Cups, they've advanced to the Final Four. I think last year,
Yeah.
Croatia they lost. They lost in the semifinal game, and the year before they lost the final against France.
Yeah.
So Croatia, being Luka Modric's last World Cup, I believe they're definitely going to be a hard out, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the Croatia England game tomorrow. And by the time this pod comes out, of course, those games will be resulted, so we'll have the results there. But yeah, that's a big game. I'm definitely looking forward to
Yeah.
Croatia England.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a lot of upsets as well. Yesterday Spain played a
Dude,
team and they didn't score 0-0.
yeah,
And then
they could not find the back of the net, dude.
Morocco and Brazil 1-1. That was a pretty good game
Yeah,
too.
Uruguay tied as well.
Uruguay tied with Saudi
Yeah,
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia actually might be an underdog, believe it or not, just because a lot of the players are actually playing in the Saudi league and they play all season long. Not to mention two of them play with Ronaldo. That's pretty good. So
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll keep Saudi Arabia
yeah, in the loop,
in
in
the
the loop for
magnifying glass
sure.
for sure. We're not gonna let them go because
Yeah.
they might do something. Um,
After the first round of play,
yeah.
who would you say are the favorites or see most the strongest playing
Oh,
so
right
far?
now definitely you got. I mean, USA did a good job. four
Oh, they played
one.
very
We
well.
cannot deny that USA played a really good game against what was it, Paraguay?
Yeah, Paraguay.
And then
Germany.
freaking Germany, man.
Germany, dude.
Germany was not letting off the gas.
Yeah.
Me and my client were actually talking about this a little bit earlier. A lot of these teams are not playing their starters. Like you see Lamine Yamal not playing.
He didn't play with
He,
Spain
he did play towards the end.
in the second
But
half.
my thing is, all these games mean something, you know? Why not play all your starters?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
they're going to see that. That's going to affect them, you know? Each game is literally make it to the next round or you
Yeah.
lose. So any game could really define if you're going to make it on to the next round. So we'll see.
The one that surprised me a little bit is the Netherlands Japan game. They came out with a 2-2 draw. I honestly thought Netherlands was going to find a way to win and
Yeah.
secure that victory, man. But Japan just kept coming and they played very well. Actually,
Yeah.
I was watching a little bit of that game and they stuck to their to their game plan and they kept structure. And I know whenever you see teams play, they're going into the last 15, 20 minutes of a soccer game, they start pressing more and they start making more mistakes because they get careless. They get
Yeah.
they feel that pressure. Oh, we're down in the score. We got to score. We got to score.
Yeah.
In Japan, I saw that they kept their composure and found
Yeah.
the equalizer to tie with Netherlands, dude.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was a big game there that I was watching as well, man. But yeah, man, I think the World Cup has definitely kicked off very well. 48 teams. There's a lot of games, dude. There's
Yeah.
a lot of games to keep track for as well, man.
Cabo Verde and Spain played yesterday and they stayed 0-0.
Yeah.
That goalkeeper had a crazy game. What was
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
Josemir
yeah.
Diaz?
Dude, he's 40 years old.
Really?
Yeah, he's 40 years old, bro.
Yeah.
They kept talking about it in the broadcast.
My client was telling me that he had like a couple thousand followers and then he like blew up to 2-something million.
So
That's
correct me if I'm
crazy,
wrong,
yeah.
of years, but he had about 40,000 followers.
Yeah.
And then after that game, it went to over a million.
That's crazy. That's
bro.
insane.
I saw
man.
the picture this morning.
That's
that update.
insane.
That's crazy, dude. He had a great game, bro.
Yeah.
Because Spain was pressing the whole time. I watched about 75% of that game, dude.
Yeah.
And Spain did dominate the ball, dude. I mean, they had the ball and they kept pressing, and he just had stop after stop after stop, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Cabo Verde's goalkeeper for sure.
Cabo
man.
Verde, yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about that, like you hear some of these countries, you're like, where you got to bring out the globe and
Yeah.
kind of look and see
I did the same
where
thing,
are these
dude.
countries
I
at.
did the same
But
thing,
you know,
bro.
those are the underdog stories that I personally like to
Yeah,
see.
yeah, for
Like, you
sure.
know, when you have some, you know, big team like Spain or, you know, Germany or Netherlands
Yeah.
against, or even who does Saudi Arabia play? I mean,
Saudi, the who?
Saudi Arabia played
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Uruguay, and then you have Brazil against Morocco. Like
Mm-hmm.
these are all the underdog stories that you know we like to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, the other one too is I think so Ecuador. You know they had a good run with the Conmebol into the qualifiers, man,
yeah.
and I think Ecuador was a favorite there, and Ivory Coast came in the last minute and scored the winning goal in the second half. Yeah, for sure, 1-0. That's
Yeah.
another one too, and I know there's a lot of nations that people don't really take serious, dude, but you know. Hats off for like the underdogs that are winning, dude, and
Underdogs, yeah,
it's definitely been a different type of World Cup, bro. We've
yeah,
seen a lot of upsets so far, and you know, honestly, man, I still think the
yeah.
powerhouse, you know, countries like the Frances, the Germanys, and you know those are gonna be the Final Four standing,
Mm-hmm.
going making those runs, dude. But it definitely looks good and it feels good to see you know those smaller countries coming out, bro. Because it
Yeah,
seems like the soccer's growing and soccer's always been the number one sport in
yeah,
the world. But it seems like you know other countries are definitely growing and making an impact. You know,
yeah.
expanding to the 48 teams.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not a boring World Cup. You do
Yeah, it's
see a
not
bunch
that.
of excitement. You see different teams, especially like Canada, that's a host. They tied 1-1 to
Mm-hmm.
Bosnia, which is crazy.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
could
Canada was
definitely
playing, pretty
pretty
good
good.
throughout the
Yeah,
qualifiers and
yeah,
that. I mean, well, I know they didn't have to qualify because they were the
yeah,
host nation, but I know the past year with Canada's growth with soccer. I mean, they're not a soccer country.
yeah,
They've definitely grown and come a long way for sure.
yeah,
But any I know it's still early. We got two more group matches to play for each team, and
yeah.
the ones that are playing, you know, their first one today and tomorrow. Any potential matchups in the knockout stage that you're looking forward to with all the talk and all the hype going around these teams? Yeah, and the reason I
Uh,
mention it is there's been a lot of talk about Iran.
Iran,
Yeah,
really?
with all the tension with the United States,
Yeah,
dude. They played the other day,
yeah.
and right after the game, they had to go down to Mexico. They're not allowing them to stay in the United States.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that'd be
dude. They played at,
nice.
I think they played at SoFi Stadium out in Cali, California.
Yeah,
And after the game, they departed and went down to Mexico. They did not let them stay, bro. It's crazy, huh?
yeah. That is
It's
crazy.
crazy, dude.
I think that's crazy, man. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just a sport, but you know, you never know what
could
could
happen, bro.
happen. Yeah,
And another one that didn't make the World Cup for same thing reasons outside of the sport is Russia.
Russia.
Russia hosted the World Cup of a few World Cups ago.
Yeah.
What was it? Russia 2018, right? Yeah, I believe so. And they weren't allowed to be part of the World Cup because of what they did to Ukraine a few years ago. They attacked Ukraine, and they got banned from the FIFA. Yeah, yeah, I didn't know that when I found that out a few days ago. And same thing, you know, with Iran, the tensions outside of the sport, man. So that's a matchup that a lot of people are talking about. United States Iran matchup in knockout stage, much bigger regions as a sport.
Yeah.
You know, another one. I think we all talk about the Portugal Argentina matchup for the GOAT status,
That'll be
CR7 and
nice. Yeah.
Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other matchups, dude?
Germany and Spain go against each
Germany,
other. That's a
Spain.
big
That's
rivalry
a big one
too.
too.
Yeah.
And what about a France Argentina rematch?
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, that'd be a good
France,
one too.
Argentina. You know
Yeah.
who win it?
There's a
Oh,
lot of
France.
good little matches to look forward to, bro.
Yeah.
Any team that you're not a fan of, bro? Or I mean, everybody talks so much about that you might not think is gonna
Argentina.
Argentina. Yeah,
I can't stand them. I don't know
me
why, man.
either.
It's just I just can't stand Argentina.
I
I know
mean,
Messi's a good player. Don't get me wrong, and right now he is the best soccer player. But man, that's all I
you
hear.
might rattle some viewers
Nah,
with
man.
that statement, man.
Right now, I think he's the best. I mean, I'm a Ronaldo fan, but I think
Yeah,
he's the best right now. Well, he's
yeah,
got the best credentials for sure.
yeah. You know the one that I see everybody talking about, and nothing against them because they have so much talent as
Yeah.
Brazil do. But Brazil has always played with the start, the stardom lineups back in the days with the Ronaldos, Ronaldinhos,
Yeah.
Kaká, Emersons, the Roberto Carlos.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, they have a lot of talent, bro. But I feel like Brazil is not playing to their high standards in years past. That I still feel like they need to groom more as a team together, which is
Yeah.
why they're not taking over, dominating like everybody expects them to. Man, I know they played Morocco in their first play.
Yeah.
Morocco, bro, straight up, dude. I wondered that they were a fluke from last World Cup that they
Yeah.
finished in the final four and they held their ground and tied 1-1 with Brazil, bro. And Brazil's one of the
Bro,
favorites.
Morocco scored a badass goal. Like that goal
Yeah,
was really nice.
yeah,
It like chipped it over the goalie,
yeah,
made it in. And then Vinny, freaking banger that he scored
yeah.
to Morocco. That was
Mm-hmm.
crazy, man.
Mm.
Think about Brazil, man. They really wanted to. They could turn up. They could, but I mean, we'll see, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
We'll
see what
see. We'll
happens.
see what happens.
So yeah, man, like I said, this is the best FIFA World Cup coverage in the United States here with the Top Podcast.
Yes,
So stay
sir.
tuned. We'll be talking about throughout the World Cup next few
Yeah.
weeks, and
Yeah.
we'll be updating y'all and
We'll be
letting
updating y'all.
y'all know what we think. And y'all have any comments about the World Cup, any topics about the World Cup you want to
Any
reach out and
topics.
share with us, please let us know, man.
Yeah. We're interested.
Absolutely. Next topic, little change of pace. Still in sports.
Yeah.
The Knicks and Spurs, man, they just wrapped up their NBA final, dude.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Well, I just want to give a big shout out to the Knicks right now, man, because, bro,
I'm not a Knicks fan.
everyone thought the Spurs were gonna win, and
Think so?
well, everyone in Houston
Yeah.
pretty much had the Spurs winning,
Boy, yeah. I see why. Yeah,
and I see why. I mean, don't
see
get me
why.
wrong, I was rooting for the Spurs.
Yeah,
'cause,
I was rooting for the Spurs
but
as well.
I kind of deep down inside my head, I was like, "There's no way that the Knicks are gonna win." But if they win, I do see them winning.
Yeah.
And man, they were up 3-1, and I was like, "There's no way the Spurs have got this
Dude.
game," and they blew it, man.
Spurs had the opportunity to take
Yeah.
over the series, bro. I think the big game that everybody talks about is and they really came out to the head coach's head for the San Antonio Spurs that mistake he made at the end. I think it's not just the coach too, but De'Aaron Fox
De'Aaron Fox.
trying to take it to the hole and laying it up with 10 seconds left.
10
less
seconds,
than
man.
24
Just run
seconds
around.
left. Running around and you had the lead, bro.
He's the quickest player and one of the quickest players. He should have just ran
Yeah,
around.
dude,
with
and
the ball.
I felt the same way, man. I feel like if that play was to be done over again and De'Aaron Fox makes the correct play there, I think Spurs go 2-2, of course, and I definitely think they take the series, dude. But that one play, bro, I feel like really was a huge blow for the Spurs, man, and the momentum. I think that changed the landscape of the series.
Yeah, they're still such a young team, man. Do you think there's a lot of speculations in that De'Aaron Fox was being paid off or like has some gambling? You think that could be the case or what?
Dude, as much as I want to say no, man, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised, right?
Sports is entertainment.
Yeah,
we've seen it in the past in NBA games with the refs, calling games, and we see it in boxing all the time, and we see it in football. I mean, dude, it's entertainment, bro. So I would never 100% deny it, bro. I would not be surprised if that was the case, but I think if I'm gonna be honest with you too, I think the lack of experience, from the Spurs, bro. I just think it was a poor mental mistake that they traded in crunch time, bro. I think they just dropped the ball, man, and made a poor mistake down the stretch. Dude.
Absolutely, man. I think the same way, man. I think De'Aaron Fox, that was his first time, man.
Well, the Spurs too, bro. I mean, they hadn't been to the finals in so many years, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so used to the Tim Duncan, Robinson era, coming up throughout the 2000s, and I mean, bro, I kid you not. I mean, the Spurs, getting back to the finals is a good sight to see, bro. But the lack of veteran leadership and experience, I think, cost them there.
Yeah.
But I want to stick on that topic, kind of the Knicks Spurs, man.
Yeah.
But not on the field or on the court.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to pretty much ask you the question of, do you see what's going on with the fans outside of the field, outside the stadium,
Yeah.
with the Knicks Spurs
Just
series.
I mean, yeah, I see it, man. I mean, they've always been known for to be a rowdy, bunch. But man,
They're
they're
getting out.
definitely, just taking it to a whole new
They're
level.
definitely getting out of line, bro.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing too crazy. I think they were making like a fire or something like that or
Dude,
something.
I saw several guys getting jumped and beat up in the
Yeah,
streets or after games, bro. You're talking about there. I saw, I think, like two videos. One guy was getting jumped, and there was like 5, 6 different Knicks fans just taking over and jumping him, bro.
really, a Spurs fan?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
I
Just
didn't know about
there's a lot
that.
of chaos in the streets, bro. In the Knicks streets, man. And I mean, yeah, I mean, sports. It's just fun and games and competitive.
Yeah,
It definitely us as men, we have that adrenaline, that rush, through sports, man.
yeah,
But
but that's
we
a whole,
we
yeah.
still have to police ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I thought I didn't hear that one, but the
Yeah.
funniest video I've seen so far is the one where a guy climbs up the street pole,
Uh-huh.
he starts doing pull-ups. I thought that
Oh, I
was
saw
funny.
that
I was
one.
like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
heck? It's like,
yeah.
bro.
And
I was like, get down from there. You're not Spider-Man.
yeah, and then we I mean, we always talk about other cultures, and we
Yeah.
we talk about us Hispanics being
Yeah.
Mexican culture of
Yeah.
where we come from and the roots,
Yeah.
man. And I want to make a comparison to what I saw with the World Cup as well
Absolutely.
with Japan.
Yeah.
Japan had a great
Great
game
game.
against
Netherlands.
Netherlands,
Yeah.
and I mean I've seen this in the past because we see Japan compete with the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Coming to the United States to talk about it. They're always picking up after themselves. They're always very modest, very presentable,
Very
very
humble.
clean,
Yeah.
very classy. Culture.
Yeah.
I know after the World Cup game, there was a lot of videos and a lot of pictures going viral of Japan staying after the game and picking up their sections of trash in the stadium.
Yeah.
Also, Japan's locker room, their own players picked all their trash up, picked all the uniforms up, everything neat and everything's folded up, dude. And
Oh.
I mean, we've seen that from Japan for a long time, and then we talk about the
When you see stuff like that, you kind of just want to root for them and hope they win it, right?
I felt the same way, dude.
Because, I guess both of us, like, seeing some stuff like that, you're just like, bro, like, that's what we want to see. That's what the World Cup is about.
Yeah.
Being classy, being respectful, being thankful that you're invited to a whole new country
Yeah,
and playing the
absolutely.
game, man.
Yeah.
The game you love and you enjoy so much. So I think that is just something very beautiful, man. And hats off
to Japan.
hats off
and
to
the culture,
Japan,
for
man.
Sure.
Let's talk about the fan fest though. These Hispanics on Mexico game, man. They left all the mess. I understand stuff like that happens, man. I get it that they're outside, man. But come on, we got to be a little bit more.
We got to police ourselves.
Yeah,
man.
we got to police ourselves, and come on, let's take care of Houston. Let's take care
Absolutely,
of it. Yeah.
And we've always talked about it. What alcohol does to you, and dude, it's just the truth, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw some of the reels. I saw all the stories of Mexico and downtown in Houston, and all the things going on, all the watch parties across the world, across the country. I mean, this as Mexicans, bro. I mean, we're very prideful with our country, man. But yeah, I do agree. We definitely want to have some fun. We definitely want to have a great time watching all these games, man. But once again, I think we have to police ourselves a little better, man, and just understand that. I mean, it's still a game, and we have to love the game and enjoy it, and
Absolutely.
make sure we protect ourselves and our loved ones too, because you never know. What if you have a family around and they bring their kids or they bring their wives or family to these watch parties, and it gets a little rowdy.
Yeah, and I do think there was kids there, man. You gotta always make sure that it's a fun, family-oriented place for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So but hats off to
Japan.
Japan one more time,
Yeah.
and shout out to those cultures, man, that definitely keep it classy and being professional about this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go
ahead.
Going back to the Knicks, though, man, I think it's been 53 years since they've won a
it's been a long
championship.
time, bro.
That's crazy. And Jalen Brunson won MVP. Not only did he win MVP, but he had a 45 point game. 45-point game, man. That's insane. That's a really, somebody like him, man. Definitely, he's came a long way from Dallas, and then now to the Knicks. He definitely deserved that game, man.
What do you think about parody, man?
Oh,
parody, and
parody.
I know
Yeah.
I mentioned it, off camera,
Uh huh.
because the past few years in the NBA, we've had a different champion, and I mean, for me, to be honest, dude, I like the dynasty era. I
Yeah.
like whenever there's a villain. I like where you know sports are at an all-time high because you have a team being dominating over
Yeah.
the lands over the league, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you like parody or do you like dynasty? Which era?
Bro, I've always been an underdog guy, so I
Yeah,
like parody,
you
man.
like seeing a
Parody, yeah.
different champion every
Yeah,
year.
man. Honestly, I would love for the most random underdog team to just come out of nowhere, the slumps, and just win
Mm.
it all. I'm that type of guy. I'm a root for you, even when people don't root for others,
Yeah,
man. So I definitely I'm one of those guys that be like, you know what? Like the Knicks,
yeah,
like I was deep down very in the stash. I was kind of rooting
yeah.
for them, even though I wanted the Spurs to win. I was just like,
Mm.
you know what? Good for them,
Yeah,
man. Good for them that they
yeah.
won. Yeah,
Gotcha.
especially Jalen Brunson, Carl Anthony Towns,
Cat,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cat. So,
Uh, I love an underdog story as
yeah.
well. We always talk about. I mean, you mentioned one of your favorite movies, Rudy.
Yeah.
I just watched it the other day too.
Rudy, yeah.
Underdog. I mean,
Yeah.
that's an underdog
The
story, and
underdog story.
same thing like the Remember the Titans. Nobody took him serious because of the
Yeah.
colored team with the
Oh,
mixture
yeah.
of whites and blacks.
Yeah.
The McFarland USA is another
McFarland
one,
USA,
bro.
yeah.
Hardball, bro. Just
Hardball.
dude, it's there's a lot of
Yeah.
sports movies with underdog. I love that storyline.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I like the dynasty era as well.
Mm.
For example, the Golden State Warriors dynasty.
Okay.
I think it came to an end already. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's safe to say it's come to an end.
Yeah.
Nobody thought they could beat the Warriors, but you see grandpa from Cleveland, from Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
You know,
LeBron
the
James.
LeBron James underdog
Yeah.
came out of nowhere and came back 3-1 and beat the big bad Warriors.
Yeah.
So, and I know that was back then too, but those are the reason I like the storylines of dynasties and stuff is I feel like that's how legacies are created. That's how those that greatness happens. And
Yeah.
like I said, nothing against uh, like the OKCs or like the you know Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis and all them. They're great
Yeah.
players, bro. But go back into history and go back to the dynasty eras in the 80s. Who was it? Lakers,
Lakers.
Celtics, Bird, Magic.
Magic, yeah.
Then we had a little glimpse of a dynasty of the Pistons, the Bad Boys with Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas.
After that, MJ was born. He took
Yeah.
off. The Bulls throughout the 90s.
Yeah.
After that, who does MJ get compared to a lot? Kobe.
Kobe.
Kobe teamed up with Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers dynasty happened. And then keep in mind the Tim Duncan era began as well, and that's how
Yeah.
the Spurs dynasty happened,
Yeah.
bro. And after that, we can't forget the Heatles when LeBron went to South Beach.
Yeah.
Dynasty there. Then Golden State. You see that's why I love those storylines, bro, because that's how the greats come out, those storylines. But
Yeah.
we can't forget the David versus Goliath story as well,
Yeah.
the underdogs as well.
Yeah, the underdogs.
So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little bit there for sure. So yeah, I mean, we've been going off and rant with all this sports talk, man. You want to, let's change the tune up a little bit and get a little bit into, the top podcast and kind of our expectations or little, plans that we want to do when it comes to, growing this platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another thing we want to start doing is right. We want to start seeing if we can get some interviewees, right? Some people that we can interview, and that's could be anybody really, entrepreneur, or coach, barber, or anything really, just to pick their brain and see what they're about and what their brand stands for and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I know we've mentioned in the pod in the past, some of the things that we want to do.
Yeah.
But I want to, dig a little bit of, kind of the behind the scenes of why we want to get these guys here,
Yeah.
or, why we want to interview these guys. And, for me, I'll go first in that sense. We all have a story. We all have our struggles. We all have our, battles and, our successes as well. I like to dig deep and take a look at other people's storylines, what they went through,
Yeah.
what were the similarities that I went through with them, or what was the differences in their journey. Sometimes I went through my baseball life, right, baseball career.
Yeah.
What did we come through a soccer player? What was his obstacles or his triumphs? Going through that. What are the differences there? So I like to hear those storylines,
Yeah.
kind of like the underdog stories, kind of like how they came around or how they rose up,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Absolutely. I think I'm the same way, man. 100%. I would like to just see how they rose up and how adversity hit them as especially either they can be from Houston or different countries or different states.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think I would just like to just to really, you know, I know we talk a lot and we're very vocal on this podcast, but
yeah,
also sit back and kind of like just listen to what others have to say and
yeah. Sure, a little
yeah,
storytelling, man.
yeah,
And another one too is we're big on the Hispanic culture with the role model stuff, man.
mm,
Um, I also like to create a platform, just for those entrepreneurs coming up too. Like you're an entrepreneur, you have your
yeah,
your barbershop entrepreneur. I have my baseball business, stuff like that, and I also want to know kind of storylines what they went through too, because
yeah,
maybe we went through our stuff, maybe we've grown our way, but I think that every day we can learn something new. What if we bring somebody on this pod that could teach us a little something of what they went through, something that helped them out, or something that created some success for them. We can learn from some stuff like that as well.
yeah.
Absolutely, man. So
Absolutely, man.
that's
Yeah, you
something
can
we want
always
to do.
learn from somebody. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I mean, as if you're a
A
coach,
coach,
you're a ex
excellent.
baseball, football, soccer player,
Anybody really
entrepreneur, whatever it
athletic.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know, man, because we're trying to make this happen, and we've had a few guys in mind too. We talk off the camera all the time.
And not only
So
inspire us or like help us like learn from you, but also you could help others, like just
yeah,
I understand it's a little bit hard to talk on camera, but I mean together we'll get through it, man. We'll
yeah,
get through
yeah,
it. Yeah, we'll have
I
fun.
mean, now that you mentioned that, real
Yeah,
quick, I still remember the first couple times we filmed, bro.
yeah,
Uh, I was a little uptight, a little nervous.
yeah, me too. I was
I mentioned in the past
a
that,
little glitchy.
yeah, yeah, man. It's funny. Like I've mentioned, it, talking about the business baseball part is one thing, but digging deep into our personal stuff, that's a whole different story, bro. And I definitely, do go back to our first few episodes and go back and study the film or go back into like see what we talked about. And
Yeah,
I see the huge difference in our confidence. I see the big difference in our self belief in what we're doing, bro.
yeah,
Like some people, they don't want to be judged, or they're afraid to be judged, and they're afraid of criticism. They're worried about what others think or what they're gonna say, and I don't think that was a big part of what we had, but
yeah,
I knew maybe something in the back of our minds, had that when we first started. We didn't
yeah.
want to mess up, or damn, I don't want to say something
I
wrong,
think we'll.
stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Just to add a little bit more, I think what was bigger in my head was probably like the message we had. Like
Yeah,
maybe it could motivate somebody, maybe it could
yeah,
inspire someone, or
yeah.
maybe somebody just needs that little push to do
Encouragement
something.
for
Yeah,
sure.
and I think that's what I wanted to kind of. That was bigger
Yeah,
in my self belief
yeah,
than actually somebody criticizing me for oh, he's mumbling, oh,
yeah, for
he's
sure.
stuttering or something like that.
Yeah. What's something that created a little bit of confidence, self belief from back then when we first started filming to now? Yeah,
uh, Probably just doing it over and over again, man.
yeah,
Repetition, really.
yeah,
Now I look at the camera and I'm like,
yeah.
there's just a couple viewers back
It's
there.
yeah, for sure.
We're just having fun with
Two
it.
guys having fun with it, man.
Yeah,
Being afraid of
yeah,
talk. And I mean, to be honest, I don't feel pressure, dude. I really don't. And I feel
yeah,
like anything we say, we're
yeah.
trying to be productive. We're trying to be encouraging to those viewers or those young men, for sure. One thing that helped me for sure is I wasn't expecting the comments and all that. Not because I don't look for it. I know we always get that criticism there,
Yeah.
but whenever I started getting feedback, I'm like, damn, dude, like it takes a lot of cojones to get on the in the camera and start speaking and
Yeah.
start talking about, those personal things. You know, a lot of people, they get in front of the camera and they can't do it, man. And it's not because we're trying to, get attention or nothing. If anything, we're really trying to create a platform to, these Hispanics and the young man. And I think that was really motivated me, encouraged me to just do it more and more and more. And honestly, I don't care what people say or think, because it's not going to stop me from me wanting to do some good and giving back to that community. And
just being yourself.
The young boys that are, going to be young man for sure.
I think another thing that helps me too is, and motivates me and like pretty much just keeps me like wanting to do this every day is that we're both being ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be.
That's big.
We're not trying to be. We're not trying to pretend that we're actually there already or something.
Yeah.
We're being ¿cómo se dice?
Genuine.
And
we're from zero. Dude. We're starting from the ground.
And we're having fun with it. And honestly, we're honestly just starting off with DJI and a camera, so
pretty much,
and a phone
and some water.
And some water. So
so anybody wants to sponsor us, let us know.
Let us know.
For sure.
But thank y'all so much for always tuning in. For sure.
Watching. So we're coming to the end of this pod. We're gonna mention the giveaway one more time. We got about 2 weeks.
Okay.
For the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Y'all know the drill. 2 gift cards. $50 gift card for Dick's Sporting Good. And $50 gift card for Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Yeah.
What are the 3 requirements, my guy?
Like and follow. Follow
all platforms.
Follow on all platforms. That's TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And then comment 3 people down below, and then heart the.
The story.
The story,
the story for sure, man. So thank y'all for tuning in and watching, man. We're gonna keep on growing this pod, man, and thank y'all for all the love and support, man. Anything else?
Remember, the only way to the top is to take off. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Deuce, we out. See y'all next week.
Y vamos, México!